The importance of salt in the human body. You might have seen a couple videos of potassium being a very important mineral, but not very many talk about the importance of salt in the human body. In this video, we will talk about the importance of salt. As a matter of fact, we will go through 7 signs you might be salt deficient. Why would someone be salt deficient? Maybe they don't eat salty foods. Maybe they are told they have high blood pressure, or they are sensitive to salt, and they are simply avoiding salt. Also, maybe they are going through a lot of stress. A lot of people do not know that the more stress you go through, the more salt you need. Let's assume it's hot outside and you are sweating, you're going to lose salt. A lot of professional athletes that are working out hardcore in the summer can lose up to 6 grams of sodium in 1 hour. So if we're working out and sweating, we can lose a lot of sodium chloride. There's a report that shows that says we lose more chloride than sodium. Another reason this could happen is when people start taking potassium electrolyte powder and just neglect taking sodium or salt. Well, that's going to throw you off because anytime you look at salt or sodium, you want to look at it in a balanced state, not as an individual mineral, because you can either increase or decrease these minerals, so it's not out of balance. For example, if someone is salt sensitive, it simply means they are low in potassium. So it starts becoming a problem when someone doesn't know that. They're going to start reducing their sodium the more and generate all these side effects that we will be discussing. And the best thing to do is to increase the intake of the other mineral, in this case, potassium. It's better to have sufficient amount of these minerals, but in the right ratio. So anytime we go up with more potassium, we need more salt, and anytime we go up with salt, we need more potassium. One popular thing that also depletes salt in the body is coffee. If you drink 4 cups of coffee in a day, you lose half a teaspoon of salt because caffeine depletes sodium, which is interesting. It might be a good idea to add a pinch of salt in your coffee. Studies even show adding salt to your coffee might even reduce the bitterness. Drink too much plain water also depletes sodium in your body and throw off your electrolytes. People have even died from drinking too much plain water. It's called hyponatremia because you're diluting sodium. So, you want to drink only when you're thirsty. No problem drinking a good amount, just make sure to add sea salt. So these some of the reason why people are salt deficient. The key is balancing your salt instead of restricting or adding more. Make sure to add the opposing mineral, which is potassium. But what does salt do in the body? It regulates your fluid. It helps you make hydrochloric acid because sodium chloride makes hydrochloric acid. It also maintains pH, that is the acid-alkaline level. It's involved in the sodium-potassium pump, which is every single cell in the body, and that is the generator pump for energy for the nerve muscle connection. It also helps glucose absorption and helps hydrate the body. Averagely, we need between 1 and 2 teaspoons of sea salt per day. Symptoms of salt sodium includes weakness, dizziness, low blood pressure, insomnia, headache, muscle cramps, low tolerance to heat. In summary, salt-potassium ratio is very important to avoid the symptoms mentioned. We must learn to balance these 2 minerals for optimal health. If you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel for more health tips.